Do you like Slime Rancher? Do you also like mermaids? Well, you've come to the right place. Hey everybody, it's me, Unikitty, and today I'm going to be drawing these 3 Slime Rancher slimes as mermaids. First off, what I think I'll do is draw the slimes how they look originally in the game. I'm thinking with the reimagination that if I make their bodies sort of, I'll show you, if I make the body sort of like round and squishy, so it sort of resembles that blob shape that they have, then it might make it more obvious that it's a Slime Rancher redesign. And I'm thinking that if I use the plorts as like their tail, because that sort of has the, it sort of looks like a fin shape, then I'm using the tabby plorts as the fins on the tail. And then I'll do little face lines, and I'll add some ears. And I'm not sure if I want to give them hair or not, because slimes don't have hair, but I don't know if mermaid slimes would have hair. Might have to take some creative liberties. Now that I've got a base down, I think it's time to figure out what sort of clothes a tabby slime mermaid would wear, and if they would have hair or not. I think she's looking a bit plain without hair, so I might add some. And then I'm sort of imagining her with a fringe and sort of goofy hair like that. That looks cute, okay. That's something. I came up with the tabby mermaids design a lot quicker than I expected it to, but I guess that's how it works sometimes. Sometimes it takes you ages to make a design, and sometimes it just comes to you and it's done. Because I came up with the design so quickly, I just did a few doodles around the page to sort of experiment with how I could create a finished artwork of the tabby slime, because I'm thinking with each of the slimes I'm designing, I'm going to do a finished artwork or a finished piece to show off their design. So I drew a stony hen because that's what the tabbies eat, so I thought, oh, I could do something like the tabby slime's hungry and she's trying to stalk and attack and eat the chicken. Then I tried to design the stony hen as if it was like a chicken fish, seeing as I'm making the slimes into mermaids. There wouldn't be a chicken randomly in the ocean, it'd be a fish. So that's what I did there. And I didn't really do much with the tabby slime, but I'm going to draw a finished piece of her now, and I'll show you that here. Now that the tabby slime is all done and finished, I'm going to start designing the lily pad slime with the same process, drawing them how they originally are in the game and then using that to translate into a mermaid, and then doing a finished piece. When picking the slimes to reimagine as mermaids, I tried to pick ones that have distinguishing features, so it would be more obvious that it's a slime. Like with the tabby, it looks like a cat, so you know it's a cat, or with the lily pad, it looks like a lily pad. But say if I reimagined the pink slime, there isn't really much to go off of when it comes to character design, because the pink slime is just a pink blob, so it doesn't give much of a jumping off point. And I'm trying to draw with my hand to the side, because in other videos I draw with my hand on top of everything, so I'm trying to draw with my hand to the side of things so you can see it better. Now that that's done, I'm going to try and design her as a mermaid. So I've done this little thumbnail sketch. Well, it's not really a thumbnail sketch because it's not that small, but I've done this little character concept sketch. I tried to replicate the shapes of the hair as in the shape of the puddle slime, and I've utilized the flowers as like a shell bra thing, but as a flower bra, and then I used it to line where her tail is too, and I tried to add a water pattern, but it's hard to see that it's water when it's in pencil, and use the plorts as the tail fins. I'm not really happy with how this looks. I'm gonna try and refine and design her a bit more, and I'm thinking I'll make her more like chubby and squishy, and maybe try to replicate the slime shape in her body shape. I played around with how many flowers are in her hair. I made her hair shorter, and I tried to represent the or resemble the puddle slime or lily pad slime's shape in her body shape, but I still wasn't happy with that. So then I played around with the lily pad shape in a dress, and I was liking that idea, so I kept going and I drew it again and added a little slit in the dress like it was a lily pad. So I'm thinking I'll make that dress part see-through and make it green like a lily pad, and then have sort of water texture in her body. And I gave her freckles because freckles are cute. And then I did a little doodle of her with water powers, because I figured she would have water powers because she's a water themed slime. Now, once again that all this character design is done, I'm going to draw a big finished piece of her, and here that is now. Now that these two designs are done, I'm going to go to a new page here, and I'm going to start designing the mosaic slime, drawing how they look in the game, translating that into a mermaid character, and then making a finished piece. So now I've drawn the slime, how they look in the game, and it actually turned out better than I thought it would. So now I'm going to try and reimagine them as a mermaid. I'm thinking I can use those little crystally bits floating around them as like fish scales, and of course using their ports as a tail and making them look round and squishy like the slime. But I'll see where it goes, and let's get designing and experimenting. So I'm trying to experiment with the crystal shards, using it as her top and as like floaty fish scale things. I'm not quite sure what to do with her hair. This slime's a bit more difficult, in my opinion anyway, to design than the other two were. Maybe I could do something circular and experiment with that idea. I've now finished designing the mosaic slime as a mermaid. I ended up giving her a longer sleeved top just to change things up a bit, and I used the shards of the crystals to illustrate that, and I also added some crystal shards as a belt. I then made crystal shards floating around her tail like it is on the slime to be like fish scales. Her skin is the same color as the slime skin, and I made her hair into plaits so it sort of accentuates that round shape. Now I'm going to take this design and translate it into a bigger, more polished artwork like I did with the other two. And with that, that'll be the end of today's video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing me reimagine Slime Rancher slimes as mermaids. If you'd like to see me redesign more slimes as mermaids, why not let me know in the comments below, and while you're at it, tell me which slime was your favourite that I did today. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!